Hello everyone, myself Madhurima Singh, role number 44. I am going to give some idea about autocoids of pharmacology of chapter 6, which includes histamine and antihistamine. So without any delay, let's start our topic. Histamine. Histamine is a biogenic amine present in many animals and plant tissues. It is also present in venoms and stinging secretion. It is synthesized by decarboxylation of the amino acid histidine. It is mainly present in storage granules of mast cells in tissues like skin, lungs, liver, gastric mucosa, placenta, etc. It is one of the mediators involved in inflammatory and hypersensitivity reaction. Mechanism of action and effects of histamine. Histamine exerts its effects by binding to histamine receptors. There are four types of histamine receptors: H1 receptors, H2 receptors, H3 presynaptics, autoreceptors, H4 receptors. H1 receptors increases the calcium level, which leads to smooth muscle contraction and increase in capillary permeability. H2 receptors increases the cyclic AMP and increase the gastric acid secretion. H3 presynaptic autoreceptors decreases the cyclic AMP and decreases the histamine levels in brain, lungs, skin, gastric mucosa. Whereas H4 receptors also decreases the cyclic AMP but helps in chemotaxis and cytokine secretion. Histamine has no valid clinical use. H1 receptor antagonist. Classification of H1 blockers. There are two generations, first generation and second generation. First generation agents are diphenhydramine, dimenhydrinate, promethazine, cinnarizine, cyclizine, meclizine, hydroxyzine, peniramine, chlorpheniramine malate, cyproheptadine, clemastidine, triplolimidine. Second generation agent cetirizine, levocetirizine, azelastine, misolastine, loratadine, desloratadine, fexofenadine, avastin, rupatadine. Mechanism of action of H1 blockers. H1 antihistamine antagonizes the effect of histamine by competitively blocking the H1 receptors. First generation H1 blockers. So, pharmacological action. H1 blockers causes CNS depression, sedation and drowsiness. Certain antihistamine have antiemetic, local anesthetic and anti-Parkinsonism effect. They have anti-allergic action, hence most of the manifestation of type 1 reaction are suppressed. They have anticholinergic action, dryness of mouth, blurring of vision, constipation, urinary retention. Pharmacokinetics. H1 antihistamine are well absorbed after oral and parenteral administration. They are distributed widely throughout the body, metabolized extensively in liver and excreted in urine. Adverse effect. The common adverse effects are sedation, drowsiness, lack of concentration, headache, fatigue, weakness, lassitude, incoordination, etc. Hence, H1 antihistamine should be avoided while driving or operating machinery. These adverse effects are rare with second generation antihistamine. Gastrointestinal side effects are nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, and epigastric discomfort. Anticholinergic side effects such as dryness of mouth, blurring of vision, constipation, and urinary retention. These effects are not seen with second generation antihistamine. Teratogenic effect of some H1 blockers have been observed in animals. Allergic reaction may occur rarely with these agents, especially contact dermatitis on topical application uses. Allergic diseases. H1 antihistamine are used to prevent and treat symptoms of allergic reaction. For example, dermatitis, rhinitis, conjunctivitis, and angioneurotic edema respond to these drugs. Common cold. They produce symptomatic relief by sedative and anticholinergic action. Pre-anesthetic medication. Promethazine is used for its sedative and anticholinergic effects. As antiemetic, promethazine, diphenhydramine, dimenhydrinate, etc. are useful for prophylaxis of motion sickness because of their anticholinergic action. They act probably on the vestibular apparatus or cortex. Sedative effect also contribute to their beneficial effect. These drugs are useful in drug-induced and post-operative vomiting. Promethazine in combination with other antiemetics is used to control vomiting due to cancer chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Parkinsonism. Imbalance between dopamine and acetylcholine in the basal ganglia produces Parkinsonism. Promethazine, diphenhydramine, or orphanhedrine are used to control tremor and rigidity and sialorrhea or Parkinsonism due to their anticholinergic and sedative properties. Promethazine and diphenhydramine are useful for the treatment of drug-induced Parkinsonism. H1 blockers are used to control mild blood transfusion and saline infusion reaction and as adjuvant in anaphylaxis. Cinnarizine, dimenhydrinate, meclizine are effective for controlling vertigo in Meniere's disease and in other types of vertigo. Their antihistaminic and anticholinergic action are useful in the condition. Sedative and hypnotic. H1 antihistamine, example promethazine and diphenhydramine, are used to induce sleep, especially in children during minor surgical procedure. Second generation H1 blockers. Cetirizine, levocetirizine, loratadine, desloratadine, azelastine, fexofenadine, etc. are highly selective for H1 receptors and have the following properties. They have no anticholinergic effects, lack antiemetic effect, do not cross blood-brain barrier, hence causes minimal or no drowsiness, do not impair psychomotor performance and are relatively expensive. Second generation H1 blockers. Now we will see its drug name and route and duration of action, also its some important features. Drug cetirizine, route and duration of action parenteral and oral, 12 to 24 hour. Important features. H1 blockers inhibit histamine release, achieves good concentration in the skin, poorly crosses blood-brain barrier, may cause drowsiness. Drug interaction are rare. Levocetirizine, parenteral, oral, 12 to 24 hour, more potent and produce less adverse effect than cetirizine. Loratadine, desloratadine, mesolastine, avastine, parenteral and oral, 24 hours, long acting non-sedating agent. Cardiac arrhythmias have been noticed in animal treated with avastine. No cardiac arrhythmia with loratadine and desloratadine. Loratadine may rarely cause seizures. Fexofenadine, parenteral and oral, 12 to 24 hours, active metabolite of terfenadine, non-sedating agent. Arrhythmias rare. Avoid in patient with prolonged QT interval. Azelastine, topical nasal spray eye drop, 12 to 24 hours. H1 blockers inhibit histamine release, produces active metabolites, has a rapid onset and long duration of action. Taste alteration during sensation in the nose, drowsiness. Rupatadine, parenteral and oral, H1 blockers also blocks action of platelet activating factor PAF. Cetirizine is one of the commonly used second generation antihistamine. In addition to H1 blocking effect, it can also inhibit the release of histamine. It causes minimal or no drowsiness. It is not metabolized in body. Incidence of cardiac arrhythmias is rare with this drug. Uses. Second generation H1 blockers are used in various allergic disorders, example rhinitis, dermatitis, conjunctivitis, drug and food allergies. For allergic rhinitis or hay fever, fexofenadine, cetirizine, mesolastine or rupatadine are usually used orally. Azilastine is used as nasal spray in allergic rhinitis for atopic dermatitis or other skin allergies. Fexofenadine, cetirizine, mesolastine, loratadine, and avastin are useful. Azilastine and levocarbastine are available as eye drop for allergic conjunctivitis. Anti-vertigo drugs. Vertigo. Vertigo is a sensation of rotation or movement of oneself or of one's surrounding in any plane. Anti-vertigo drugs are cinnarizine, promethazine, and diphenhydramine, prochlorperazine, betahistine, thiazide, furosemide, also diazepam, glucocorticoids, etc. Cinnarizine is a first generation H1 blockers. It decreases entry of calcium into vestibular cells and relieves vertigo. Thank you.